Alright, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Connor on Chain here. So we're gonna go over a couple things today because we've had GME, GameStop, the whole GameStop movement basically happen again. Just want to bring up a couple things with that and honestly just jump into a bunch of memes, I know I've been dropping a lot of meme videos lately, but I think most of the attention in crypto really is on meme coins. Again, I know a lot of people may not like them. You might not believe in them, but they're just something that you guys cannot be ignoring 100%. Outside of obviously the main narratives that are in play, AI, gaming, RWA, Bitcoin DeFi, memes have just, honestly, in my opinion, memes have just overtaken market share, at least for me. I'm not fully invested in 50 different meme coins or anything like that, but I'm very, very bullish on meme coins. Not even just for the potential return, but just seeing the amount of volume and people just always talking about it, how much hate it gets. I think meme coins just are the center of attention this bull run for good and bad reason. But that being said, that's mainly why I believe it is, front and center right now, and probably will continue to be. You know, so anyways, I wanted to pull this up because I shout out to Crypto Banter. I saw this on a video actually earlier, but I found this on Twitter, and so this is kind of interesting. We're living in a simulation for real. The total altcoin market cap is at the exact same spot as the 2021 GME pump when altcoins followed shortly after. So this is interesting because I'm gonna talk about Bitcoin too in a second because it is pumped like crazy. But so we got, hold up, oh my, I gotta reread this again. The total altcoin market cap is at the exact same spot as 2021 GME pump when altcoins followed shortly after. So yeah, bottom line, looks like market cap wise we are at a pretty similar stage, I guess. Pretty interesting because the chart is kind of similar if you want to put it, but yeah, so this is like a chart talking about market cap excluding Bitcoin and ETH, because obviously they make up a huge chunk of the market, right? Yeah, this is definitely something that's in play right now. Pretty interesting stuff. I'm not 100% certain that it's going to just happen just like it did, but definitely very much so could, If we have, let me pull up a trading view here too. So I'm actually curious at what GameStop's price is at, but I might be following it under one of my 5 different watch lists. Hold up. But yeah, we got, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah, total crypto market cap and Bitcoin is now at 66.2. So we've actually had a great wick to the upside, which, you saw my video yesterday. I was low-key like bear posting. I'm just getting in my head, but this just came out of nowhere, to be completely honest. But obviously stock market is at an all-time high as well. But, we've had a ton of coins just across the board start to move. MOG has been pumping. Classic MOG, let's go. And a lot of strong AI coins. We got Spec as well, which I talked about literally yesterday. Called it yesterday, NKI, one of my highest convictions. Up around 50% on the day, which is really good. AIT looking good. OLAS, OXO, ORI, Tau. Basically, anything you see here, guys, outside of a couple of these are very good coins. Like, this is just alpha in itself. I watch these coins every single day. But we got Bitcoin here. Excuse me. Like, Bitcoin just has a beautiful break of this clear trend, Like, a lot of people might say, oh, the drawings are not perfect, you're not touching the wicks, or why is it a box and not a literal line? For me, I'm very open with how I draw my support and resistance. Like, they can go through a little bit. It's just a general zone. That's how I usually do my TA. And this is a clear break to the upside. As long as this can hold on the daily close, as long as we can get a few more, candles. I don't expect it to just go like this. I'm just for a reference, like candles. As long as we get a candle close with another one to continue like this, could be a very bullish sign. We might get something like this. Maybe it pulls back again, bounces again. Oh, maybe not sideways like that, but you kind of get the gist of what I'm saying here. Maybe we just get a green wick like this. It takes us to 100K, something. That'd be crazy, but I'm just playing now. But it looks good. Bottom line, this is kind of what I've been waiting for. Actually, I don't want to remove all those. Some sort of sign that Bitcoin is moving to the upside or downside, because we've just been in this channel, or not really a channel, this flag pattern, whatever you want to call it, for a while. And it looks like this could be a clean break. Again, it's going to take probably a few days to really show itself if this is going to be some sort of fake out. Because we could have a hammer come up where, this has a big wick up here, but then the body closes down here by the end of the day. Showing signs that it's probably going to dump. Like, we gotta take it slow, but, definitely very good. And obviously the RSI on the daily is starting to push up again. Probably will pull back, bounce, follow that. But, it looks good in my opinion. So, again, we'll take it day by day with that. But I forget what I was actually getting at before. I was talking about, crypto market cap, that's right. So we're going to pull that up real quick. So I use this chart a lot. This is total crypto market cap excluding the top 10 coins. In my opinion, this is very, very clean technical analysis, if you will. We've had a bounce, multiple bounces, making higher lows. It's kind of holding this. At some point, I expect this to really go at least to 300 billion here in market cap, maybe 310. But this looks like, excuse me, this looks like this could break out fairly soon. I would not be surprised to see like a nice wick, couple days worth of green here before it kind of trends, pulls back. I'm losing my voice today, my bad. But like I said, could see something like that as well. But again, RSI looking good as well. And I don't really use many indicators at all. RSI is mainly what I go for on like large time frames. That's kind of how I gauge it. When RSIs come to a bottom, usually it's a good time to be either jumping into stuff or just watching heavily. And when stuff gets very overbought, oversold is to the downside. If it gets heavily overbought, good time to start selling. But just in the last few weeks, it's just very early in the market, right? Very early for this bull run. We just had the halving literally a month ago. But anyways, yeah, so just very interesting stuff going on with this GME stuff happening. It's just ignore this, even though this cat is literally the cutest cat I've ever seen. Like, I don't own this. I missed a trade setup on this for a nice 3 to 5x. But I just had that up, so you can ignore that. I don't know if that's gonna pump again or if that's dead completely, even though I like that cat a lot. Shout out to Starry, but so we'll literally just pull up GME here. Ooh, nice little dump on the day. But yeah, as you can see, I actually talked about GME a bunch of times. I don't know what this is doing here, but I talked about it on the channel a couple of times. Back over here, I actually bought in, sold it for a fat loss in the past. But I had a feeling this narrative at some point would come back. That's kind of why I talked about it months ago. But I'm not here to claim I called this or anything, nothing like that. But it looks good, even though this was completely dead. This was definitely a narrative, that at some point, I should have predicted that, called that out a lot more, talked about it, but definitely a narrative that I could have seen coming back in hindsight if I really, spent more time looking. But This chart's just ridiculous, guys. Like, what did this do? Let's say 0.058. So yeah, it's in between, depending on how high or low you got in, but I'm 15 to 30, 40x. That's crazy. If you guys, like, if anyone just bought into this sideways dead volume and you just held, yeah, you're up good already. That's wild. Excuse me, but yeah, that's GME. There's so many. There's Gill, ticker Gill, I think the other day. Moved up, had a couple bounces, and completely dumped. Keith Gill, Pixel Gill, another Keith Gill, Keith Gill's cat. Like, people are crazy, bro. Just creating anything to get volume. And what's funny is, like, most of these will get volume for about 3 to 4 hours, and they'll just die out. But anyways, yeah, market's been wild with that, with meme coins. So I want to go into something here too, because there was a couple of things I wanted to talk about with GME, but it's not really too important. So we're actually going to go to my profile. I tweeted something today, right here. So this is something I actually think is pretty important that a lot of you guys should keep your eyes open for, is meme coin allocation going forward. Because I do believe, if you see my videos, obviously we got culture coins like MOG, cult coins, which just have insane communities. This one, in my opinion, is retardio, and political fi coins, as in, political based meme coins or some sort of coins like that, I think is definitely something you could hold to make great gains. And this is going to be an interesting one, because outside of the crypto volatility, I think once the narrative, once the election comes around, I think a lot of meme coins related to Trump, related to Biden, even if there's other ones that launch later towards the end of the election, there's probably going to be a bunch of them related to politics, right? And the most obvious and common one was ticker Trump. I have it here just on watch. The amount of times I have faded this has been every single dip. It's crazy. All the way from back, I don't even know if it's down here, but on Dex Screener they got a more extended version of this. But Trump is still going to be one to watch. I think the market cap now is at what, 400-500 million. Let me just pull it up. Grump. Pull up Trump here. Yeah, 422 million. Like, this, it's just wild. This coin was out for a while. This is, it's nuts. But I think a lot of political-based meme coins will continue to run on and off over the next 6 months until the election. But please understand, if you are holding these coins into the election until when it actually ends, the second we have a president announced, every single coin related to politics will dump. And I mean that wholeheartedly. They will not pump if Biden gets elected. They will not pump if Trump gets elected. They will dump instantly. You should not be holding any single meme coin related to politics after the election. You will lose probably 60 to 70% over the span of 2 days after the election. I'm telling you guys how it is. It's a buy the rumor and sell the news 100%, just like almost everything has for crypto, over the last few months here, right? Just keep that in mind, because these, and the reason why I'm bringing this up is because it might be different from, outside of crypto volatility. Maybe things have been pumping and they continue to pump when, maybe in December, say all these coins decide to pump. But because the election just happened in November, because you had these part of your portfolio, they're probably going to dump and they will not recover because the election is over. They may pump because they're a part of crypto, because they're a crypto coin. And in full euphoria, from what I've seen in the past bull run, anything will pump at least a little bit. But if you're allocating into political fi meme coins, make sure your exit strategy is different than your other meme coins. Keep that heavily in mind. That is so important because you will get burned. I guarantee, let's say if this is what happens, May, June, July. Trump, I guarantee, will continue up, probably go to multi-billions before the election. You know, I don't know if it's going to just do this. Maybe it has a huge dump at some point, September, October, November. Let's say in October it literally peaks out, and then, you know, November here. This is what's going to happen. The second someone gets elected. Does that make that sound effect? That was crazy. Okay. Well, it's not going to go into the negatives here, but you get what I mean. That is what is going to happen, in my opinion, to literally any political fi related meme coin. So keep that 100% in mind if you're investing in any of these. But yeah, I just feel like that's very important to know, because I know a lot of you guys, especially if you're newer to investing, you might think that, oh, if Trump gets elected, it's gonna pump my bags. No. I'm telling you right now, it will not do that. And I don't want you guys to get burned if you make big gains on these. I promise you, sell it before the election and you will thank me, because they will dump no matter what. Because at the end of the day, people will be holding these coins. Even if Trump gets elected, there's no reason for people to want to hold these coins, right? That's how I look at it. Because the narrative is, if Trump gets elected. The narrative is, if Biden gets elected, right? And so people are just betting on that over time, over the span of this election, over, you know, all the marketing that these parties are going to do over the next 3, 4, 5 months. You know, it's just going to trickle it up. All these meme coins are going to continue till they dump. But anyways, I rambled on that way too long. Again, culture coins like Mog, cult coins like Retardio, you know, some of my favorite meme coins I've already talked about on the channel here. Political fi coins, you know, like Trump, even though Trump isn't my prime choice because it is very high in market cap already, but it could still do pretty well. You know, I don't want to bring up too many more meme coins here. I'm going to talk about 2 or maybe 1 or 2 others. But cute animal coins, you know, this could range from anything, right? From literally whiff. You know, you guys obviously know what whiff is. Classic meme coin, right? Dog whiff hat. Holy what the? Okay, that does not look right. I was like, what is going on? I think that's the wrong pair. Or the right pair, wrong pool. Yeah. Yeah, that looks better. I was like, what is that? But yeah, whiff still has I think it still has a good amount in the tank to go. You know, I don't think whiff from 3 billion in market cap is gonna pull a 20x from here, but you know, this easily could see minimum 2-3x, you know, potentially like a 4 or 5x max. I could see this, you know, maybe it does more, I don't know. You know, we all could be completely underestimating it. Maybe this completely overtakes Doge, you know, at some point. Goes to 20 billion, right? Like something ridiculous, but again, I'm not trying to call that by any means. You know, I do think there are other like Solana meme coins where you can better allocate your capital to. Other than whiff, but whiff, in my opinion, is still like a fairly safe soul play, just because of how high in market cap it is, and I don't think it's gonna go anywhere for the rest of the cycle. So, you know, definitely a pretty good one just to have. But again, that was cute animal coins. I feel like I don't know why. I feel like the rest of the cycle they will continue to run. You know, another poppin' one that just started to get more traction. You know, I think 2 weeks ago was actually Michi. You know, Michi, I think maybe a cat coin of choice on Sol. You know, I mean, look at this chart. This chart is just crazy clean. You know, just outside of like when it launched, had the classic move. You know, Solana had its hype initially, came down. Or not Solana. You know, Michi had its hype over here. Its launch hype. Always coins will always die. Then they recover, and they start trending, and they get a little bit of hype. And look at this, it just continues up from here. But Michi's definitely very bullish. You know, I don't want to be telling you guys to ape into this by any means. Like, this could easily pull back all the way to like 15, 20 cents, you know, and it would still be fairly bullish on a higher time frame. So keep that in mind. This is not a buy signal by any means, especially after it's kind of moving. But this has just had a very explosive upside moves lately. But this, you know, this is a decent pair. You know, I'll bring up another political fi coin. We got Bode in here. You know, it's actually at a decent entry. I mean, maybe if it comes back down and bounces, but yeah, this has just been continuously up. Huge dump. Now it's just been on its, you know, decent correction for a while. Another one is Trump. Got Trump here. Doland. Shout out Doland for real. Yeah, this came up, dumped really hard, bottomed out, and then completely ripped. But yeah, same thing. We could see this one continue very heavily. You know, this is what? 7, 40, 20, 20, 30, 42. About 6 times smaller than Trump on ETH. You know, you probably make better returns than this, but again, do your research, look into this. I'm not telling you guys to buy this. These are just some of the top basic, or not even basic, I'm sorry, but you know, some of the biggest political fi meme coins that I do think have a lot of potential just going into the election, right? You know, if you guys just need some sort of direction with that, these are some of the coins you can look at. But I do think Joeing, guys, I'm not going to pull up a chart, but Joeing is definitely a top political fi coin. I think Joeing is like mad funny for a meme coin. Then we got cute animal coins. No, I am going to pull up. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. But Joeing is funny. I think Joeing's actually funny. Cute animal coins again. I think most of the time you see those, kind of like Starry that I had up earlier. Starry, I think, is one of the cutest cat coins I've ever seen. Even though it's bottomed out, you know, it might recover at some point, but right now it's completely dead. And then we got impressive content coins. This I just didn't know how to put it, but something like Stan. This is mainly what I'm talking about. All right. Stanley Cup coin. This is an absolute gem, like I have to say, and I'm still not even invested in this, but I have to be very soon. I don't know why I can't find this Stanley Cup coin. But yo, Stanley Cup, it's the content is, it's one of the best crypto accounts for content I've ever seen as far as meme coins. You know, I don't know who they got behind this, but you know, it's like all the time. It's like original content being created. Just a lot of times it's around stuff that just happens too. Like we just got a Roaring Kitty kind of thing here. Like that's crazy. And it's getting a ton of views, ton of traction as well. So the fact that it's down so bad is nuts to me. But again, I think the only thing that I would question with Stanley Cup coin, you know, is the fact that they are kind of using a literal brand. I mean, I assume that they're not affiliated in any way. But that would be something that worries me, worst case, you know, is if the Stanley Cup brand, you know, goes after them in some sort of fashion, which I think would be a huge L on the actual brand side of things, because this meme coin is bringing a ton of attention to the cup too, whether they know it or not. But this is just, I think, content-wise is incredible for a meme coin. That's why I really like this. And again, I'm not even allocated into this yet, which I absolutely should be. But I have been looking at coins that are a little bit smaller in market cap. But I think Stan, guys, even at current levels, at some point will have a giga rip. You know, I don't know if it's going to be right now. It might bounce, sit a while. But this is the same exact scenario that Mog did for a while. You know, this has been out for a while. Had a huge rip here. But it has just been trending sideways and bouncing and edging for, what, months now? at some point this is going to just start trending up. It's going to go like this, start trending up, boom, boom, and then it's going to have a huge rip, probably to like 15 to 20 cents at some point. Would be my guess. Again, don't take my word for it, but if you guys just look at the MOG chart, it's somewhat similar. I think just in due time, Stanley Cup coin will be worth, at least a few hundred million in market cap. I don't see it. As long as they keep up this content, definitely a gem of a meme coin. But, that's mainly what I wanted to talk about today in this video. But yeah, outside of that, guys, I'm going to be dropping a video on runes, Bitcoin DeFi, a lot of stuff literally tomorrow. So keep your eye out for that. But again, I'm just giving you guys some of the stuff that I've seen. These coins that I talk about on the channel, the ones that I'm holding, the ones that I talk about, the ones I'm not invested in. I'm giving you guys just, my raw take on this market. Not every single coin or anything I talk about is going to ever 100% be right. It's never going to 100% just go up, absolutely rip. But I'm just giving you guys my honest opinion on anything and everything in the market right now. And like I said, I do believe meme coins are here to stay, and they will probably have some of the greatest gains across the board outside of, maybe AI. And I'm a hyperbull on Bitcoin DeFi as well. But I really do feel that meme coins and AI right now, I think they will perform the hardest in this bull run period. Even over gaming, even over RWA, and over Bitcoin DeFi. But again, that's not trying to take away anything from these other narratives, because I am also allocated into these narratives too, But I just think it's important to be looking at meme coins with heavy potential. And again, these are long-term bets too. These are not, you're not going to buy it today and sell it tomorrow for a 20x, right? It's the same thing as having conviction, in a good AI coin, good RWA coin, right? But outside of that, that's what I got for you guys today. I just think this is a gem of a meme coin. And that's it. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.